Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man. All right, now let's go to the question from Jake.
Good morning, Disc Golf Answer Man crew. Jake Newhouse here from Madison, Wisconsin.
Hey, I know Jake.
Brother of
Zachariah.
Dynamic Discs player Zach Newhouse. I had a question this morning regarding the new rules of amateur.
Just real quick, I totally appreciate the question, Jake, but you can't ask your brother? I mean,
his brother's a Canadian now.
Yeah, he doesn't know
Oh,
anything, dude. I don't think he even speaks English anymore.
Probably not.
I love Canada.
Canada. I'm just kidding, Jake.
We also love Zach. He's great.
Yes.
Meh. No.
Play versus pro play and the payouts. If I understand the new rule correctly, if you are playing as an amateur in the pro division and qualify to cash and you take funny money or cash, whatever it might be, whatever the prize is, that you are required then to become professional, or you can play the open division as an amateur and not accept any prize money to keep your amateur status. I wanted to get your thoughts on this because my initial reaction is that it's going to really oversaturate the amateur divisions, especially advanced, with there being not a lot of incentive to go play in a tournament in the open or pro division. So just wanted to kind of get your guys' thoughts, and maybe you have a better understanding for why this is, and maybe I'm not understanding the new rule correctly at all. So thanks for answering my questions, and we'll see you guys at GBO in a few weeks. Thanks.
Nice. There's a lot of people that don't understand any of the new rules. I'm not picking on Jake, obviously, but that's just kind of like what's been going around. And not just that rule, but all the new rules. Everybody's confused about them and not sure what's really going on. And I thought that they took the rule out that you can accept funny money. Now, it's either you take the cash or you don't.
I think that's right.
I thought I read that.
Are you looking it up, Robert?
Robert is looking it up.
I'm trying to find it, but I'm having a difficult time right now. Let's see. Oh, reclassification of professional amateur. Let's see what this has to say. Okay, here you go. This is Competition Manual of Disc Golf Events, Section 2.03. Let it be.
Oh, God, I'm so sorry. Hold on.
What was that, man?
Nothing.
Okay, cool.
Do it again.
I can't. I closed it.
All right. So this says an amateur player is automatically reclassified as a professional when the player has accepted cash while competing in a professional division. Accepting cash for winning an ancillary contest such as an ace pool, top of the card round prize, or CTP contest does not cause a player to relinquish his or her amateur status. So if you accept cash, plain and simple, you're moving up to open. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. There used to be an amount threshold and then a rating threshold as well, above which, like, so say you accepted like $60 in cash and your rating was still low enough, you might still be able to play amateur. But as far as moving up, I think them taking funny money or merchandise credit or whatever, I think that's to the TD's discretion at this point. I think they don't have to offer it if they don't want to anymore. Yeah, that's what I know about it.
That's what I think as well.
Sorry that's not the official ruling, but yeah, that's how I understand it.
Excellent.
What about his question of do you think it's just going to make people play AM as opposed to some of those players that are kind of ready to step up, or which I don't know if it is, but I know that a lot of the pro events fill now. Mm-hmm. So I don't know that that's a bad thing. And a lot of like our events, like the two 1-dayers that we run, like Monkey Island Open mm-hmm. coming up, some of the better advanced players have the advantage to play both because because advanced is on one day, pro is on the next.
Sure. I don't know if it'll affect where they play quite as much. I know there are not a ton of amateur players who play in open and cash.
True.
Repetitively.
Yeah.
Now, some of them do, and then they're like, well, I'm going to hold off because of Am Worlds because they want to maintain their amateur status.
Yes.
But for the most part, I think this is a very small number of people that we're talking about.
Agreed.